Hi everyone and welcome to another one of Datatal's webinars. My name is Timothy. Today we will be going through the Google Maps API changes. You will have received the link to this API blog in an email as well as in the release notes of version 1.402. So let's have a chat about what has taken place. Google has introduced new pricing for the Google Maps platform. This means you will need to add your own Google Maps platform API key in your Datatal system setup to continue using Google Maps features on your Datatal system. Without your own API key, you will not be able to use any Google Maps functionality. Previously, all Google Maps functionality went through Datatal, but because of the price changes and the new limits to the free usage tier, you will need your own Google Maps API key. You will get $200 in free usage for maps, routes, and places every month from Google when you use your own Google Maps API key. Excuse me. So, the following pages will be affected if you do not make use of your own Google Maps API key. Let us have a look. So as you can see here, the pages that are going to be affected are the sales inquiries by customers, the sales leads submitted by sales agents, HiSites, the HiSite and customer map, the edit customer map, the GPS location widget on customers, and asset location. The link to this full blog is also in the description of the video. I will now take you through the steps for how to get your API key from Google. The link to this blog is also in the description of the video. So, firstly, you will start by going to cloud.google.com/maps-platforms and you shall click on Getting Started. As you can see, we've got some nice little pictures here to guide you through, getting started in the corner there. Once that happens, you will move over to the following page. Now I'm just going to read a bit from the bottom here and then explain the top. As you can see, you would be choosing which products you would like to use for your API key, but take note, Datatal only makes use of maps and places and does not make use of routes products, hence maps and places being selected. Places, though, is an optional product that can be switched off in your Datatal setup. Alternatively, you can choose, only maps if you have a separate Google Maps platform account, for places if you would like to use places. Now, what does Google Places add to your Datatal? Let's have a quick look over here. So Google Places, being the optional one, will bring the following features. As you can see, when adding a sales lead, this is a normal screen most of you have seen. And as you can see here, when adding in the search address search 11, you can see them populating. And there we go. This brings in a lot of extra features, but as stated, Google Places Active is not needed. It is an additional add-on. Back to the steps. Once you have selected your maps and places, you will now enter your project name and click Next. Your project name can be named anything. As we've done here, we've named it Datatal Maps, but you can name this as your company or anything like that. Maybe you do have multiple maps that you would like to use and you would like to define one by using your own company's name there. Once you've selected yes to the T's and C's, you shall click Next. And then you get to creating a billing account. You will have to create a billing account to proceed, but this is a very important page to read through. Excuse me. As you can see there, your country would be South Africa. Your extensions, yes, so you can get feedback surveys and special offers, and then obviously reading the T's and C's again. But on the right is some special information. As you can see, you get $300 credit for free. Sign up and get $300 to spend on Google Cloud platform for the next 12 months. But then again, there's no auto charge after free trial ends. We ask for your credit card to make sure that you are not a robot. You won't be charged unless you manually upgrade to a paid account. The credit card details will actually populate underneath here. My apologies. Once you go next, you will get to this point where you would add some more details. As you can see here, you have your account type, business most probably, the name and the address, business name, the address of the business, suburb, and then obviously you can add the name here of the person that would be handling this account. Once you have gone through this, you will then be able to enable Google Maps platforms, enable your APIs. This will enable 14 Google Map platform APIs and create an API key for your implementation. The reason it's saying 14 here is the total of maps and places add up to 14. Once you click next, as you can see, you're all set and done. You're ready to start developing your API key. As you can see, we've blurred out most of it, but this will be your API key here. Step 9, and your final step, would be to paste your API key to Darticle. On your Darticle system, go to Setup, System Settings, Setup, System, and paste your API keys. I'll show you this shortly. As you can see here, we go Setup, System Settings, System, and here you will be able to add your Google Maps API key. As you can see, Places is off by default, but you are able to enter it. What would happen, for example, is if you would put an incorrect key, this would occur. We have currently disabled this key, so ignore the fail afterwards, but you would see the map there. Same would be held here for the Places API key. Once you have done this, you would update. It will not pass now as this has been disabled. And as you can see, we have also added this part. You may use the same key for both Google Maps and Google Places if the key supports both products. This will get set up on your Google API key menu. Or you can use different keys if you would like to split the costs. Note that you only need the Google Maps key API as stated earlier and do not have to activate Google Places. But we saw earlier that Google Places does have beneficial things to your Darticle environment. Once again here, you can see how it would look if you have entered a correct key versus entering an invalid key. Note there's also a video which will take you through the steps, and this is also linked in the description. Just going to the top of it again. We're going to wait a little bit and see if there are any questions, and we will answer them as we can. Yeah, I'll be right back. Hi everyone. As we wait for questions, I would just like to reiterate the importance of making use of the Google Maps API key. We're just going to have another look quickly at the pages that will not work correctly if you are not making use of the Google Maps API key. Once again, as you can see here, sales inquiry by a customer, sales leads by a sales agent. This will go through the lead to receipt process. High site information. This will obviously affect your high site map and your customer maps. The edit customer widget of his location. These two would be in relation to each other. And locations for assets. While we wait, we shall have another look quickly at the places that are affected by Google Maps Places API. Remember though, this is not necessary. This would be extra. As you can see, submitting a sales leads have this function, the following function. Using address search, you will be able to search an address and it will autofill for you. This is only available when making use of Google Places API, which is not compulsory. Just want to go over that again and make sure everything is fine. Okay, while it doesn't seem like we have any questions currently, if any questions do arise, please feel free to email support